Hi folks, and welcome back to Men of the Infinite. This video is just a quick analysis of the question of whether it is in any way, shape or form rational to believe in miracles. A miracle here being defined as a thing or event that has supernatural causes, proclaimed in the absence of any other sufficient explanation. Now this video is basically aimed at that minority of theists who actually care about rationality. So let's say for the sake of this argument that 99% of all observed phenomena have sufficient explanation A. 1% of all observed phenomena have no explanation or are as yet unexplained. In the face of that, we might propose a possible explanation for that 1%, B. Now the question becomes, what can we reasonably infer or state about B as a potential sufficient explanation for that 1%? Assuming B to be within the realm of the logically possible, are we obligated to accept the possibility of B as a sufficient explanation for that 1%? The answer to that is yes, we are obligated. Does the possibility of B as an explanation for that 1% of unexplained phenomena justify our belief that B is indeed that explanation? Is it rational to believe that B is that explanation? The answer to that is absolutely no, it is not. Absent of any direct evidence that B is such, that leap from acceptance of possibility to belief in actuality is completely unjustified and completely irrational. So then what can we say about the probability of B being the correct and sufficient explanation for the 1% of unexplained phenomena? Well, to answer that, we have to get rid of those abstract symbols and replace them with what we're actually talking about. Now, assuming for the sake of this argument that the supernatural is something that is not, in fact, logically contradictory or incoherent or impossible, and yes, I'm just assuming that for the sake of this argument, how would we go about assigning any kind of probability to it being an acceptable, sufficient explanation, especially given that 99% of all explanations are demonstrably natural? The problem for the theist who wants to assert a supernatural cause to unexplained events is that the very process of establishing our ability to assign probability to a proposed explanation leaves them nowhere, because the very first step and each and every subsequent step in the process of establishing our ability to assign probability places us in the realm of the natural. There is no step whatsoever that we can take that places us in the realm of the supernatural. Unfortunately for the theist, it's not possible for us to even begin to assign probability for their proposed explanation for unexplained things and events. You cannot build a case for probability on the basis of the unobservable. When a theist challenges an atheist to debunk or disprove their assertion of supernatural causation with respect to unexplained events, what they are in fact doing is asking you to disprove something that they merely believe. They are in fact asking you to disprove that they believe in such things. As you would have no doubt realized, that is breathtakingly foolish. And yet when all is said and done, that is exactly what they are doing. The question, is it rational to believe in miracles, is identical to the question, is it rational to believe in things in an evidentiary vacuum? I'd like to think that you already know the answer to that question. Take care and see you next time.